crew will actually consume for the first time a short time from now.
And the samples are on the other side, Gennady. Did you copy? How much more eclipse do we got? 8 minutes. Well, at this point, it's 7 minutes. As little as 7.
Нет, не в курсе. По стеклу? Наступила теплая неделька. Ну-ка. На улице сейчас жарко. И сколько там было? Вчера вообще 30 было. Да? Ох ты.
Hey, this is Sergey with the weather update. Did you get a load of those temperatures yesterday? No, we didn't. You should have. 039 is the insert pressure. Gennady, did you copy, Gennady? With the pressure call down? Gennady, did you copy, Gennady? The gloves are fitting fine. The gloves are fitting like a glove. Yep. Perfectly conducive to performing these operations. No issues, no complaints. Very good.
Да, вообще, ты знаешь, сказка. Фу-фу-фу. Так, это что значит мы фотографируем?
So, does it mean that we need to take pictures? Yes, we're going to be taking pictures. Would you verify if my camera is working? Yes, it is. Good.
Нажми.
Okay, deactivate it now. Hold it.
Ладно, давай сам.
Okay.
Да не надо держаться.
Well, you don't need to. Hold on.
Не надо.
Well, what you say? You don't need to hold on. Oh, you have the hook.
Не надо.
Don't joke like that.
Два ствола, два карабина.
Well, 2 hooks,
В разных точках.
2 tethers in different locations. Well, you can't be too safe.
Наслаждайся полетом.
Well, just enjoy the flight.
Я уже 5 месяцев наслаждаюсь.
I've been enjoying it for 5 months already.
Это правда. Так, у тебя один светильник горит только.
All right. You have only one headlamp on from the SOS. Have you activated the Russian one? Which one? That one? No, look at me.
Вот все.
Okay, there we go. And the right one is not on. Let me just turn it on and you will be able to see better.
Рука болит.
My hand is hurting a little bit. Can you come again? Misha, did you say that your hand is hurting? Nah, nothing serious. It's nothing, guys. Okay, come here, my friend. Gennady. Where is the button? The button is not very conveniently placed. And, okay. Oh, there we go. Just wonderful. I actually fiddled with the connector that goes to the helmet, and that's what got everything working.
And the view now having been restored to the helmet camera of Mikhail Kornienko, as you see his perspective, and Gennady Padalka, the most flown human in human spaceflight history. Padalka in the midst of the 10th spacewalk of his career, and in the home stretch of his 5.5-month mission on the International Space Station that will culminate with his landing on September 12th for a total of 879 days in space on 5 flights.
But Gennady Glazov knows that it wasn't
And back inside the Columbus module of the International Space Station, NASA astronaut Kjell Lindgren is now working with the veggie experiment as he prepares for the final harvesting of some of the samples of the produce that they have grown on orbit. Scott Kelly began the second crop of this lettuce back on July 8th. It has vegetated for its intended period of time, And later today, during the course of the spacewalk, actually will be consumed for the first time by the crew members on board. Back outside the International Space Station as the crew inside, Kelly, Lindgren, and Yui, are setting up shop and cameras for the harvesting and consumption of the veggie experiment samples. We're continuing to get downlink television from the helmet camera. This view from Gennady Padalka's helmet camera. Now 1 hour 45 minutes into today's spacewalk. The crew breezing through all of their work so far to install protective covers on gap spanners or translation aids for future spacewalks. Kornienko used a buffing device to clean one of the windows on the outside of the Zvezda service module. They've installed fasteners for antenna covers on 3 out of the 6 proximity communications antennas called wall antennas on the outside of the service module. They've jettisoned a couple of towels and will be photographing an experiment that has resided outside the International Space Station for the past year or so. They've also retrieved a space plasma experiment that will be brought inside the Piers docking compartment. And next on the schedule will be the wiping of residue samples off of a solar array on the International Space Station's Russian segment, a radiator, and the vent valve ports for both the Vozduk carbon dioxide removal system and the electron oxygen generation system for the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
Misha, could you hold my leg, please? That is.
We will be inside the Columbus module as soon as the crew resumes activity with the veggie experiment. They're again setting up all of their cameras and getting the gear together that they will use for the so-called harvesting of these samples and then the eventual consumption of those lettuce leaves.